When I first started dating after divorce, I asked God to please send me a man that was very intentional, did not play about me, absolutely adored me, foot on necks about me. And that is exactly what I got.
Let me tell you about an app called Free Cash. Free Cash is the #1 app worldwide allowing users like yourself to make money off their phone for free. If you want to make $200 plus a week for free, download using my link in the description or the QR code on the screen. If you download now for free using my link or QR code, you will get a free $5 into your account for free. That's $5 for free, no requirements. So download Free Cash today to make easy, quick, and free money.
One of the very first things that my man ever said to me was that I looked like I belonged in a museum. So, because of that, on my birthday, he went and got this printed out of me. This is one of my very favorite photos of myself. He got it printed, framed, and then hung in my house so that I could have my own little museum in my house. And when I think about how intentional you have to be to do that, it blows my mind. He does not play about my birthday. My birthday is a national holiday to this man. It is bigger than Christmas. It's bigger than Valentine's Day. It was the day that I was born, and he goes up for it. I have never been celebrated like that in my life. The other thing that took some getting used to, and this is actually kind of sad, but I always have flowers. It doesn't have to be a special occasion. I'm talking like I go to his car, he opens the door, bouquet of flowers. He goes to the grocery store, he comes back with flowers, which is why, like, anytime a man says, I thought about getting you flowers, and then shows up without flowers, no, he didn't, because it is the most simple thing to do. They're $10 at the grocery store. I always get flowers no matter the occasion, and for me, I am somebody who is used to getting flowers that come with an apology attached, not just because. You know what I mean? And that is actually so very sad. Oh my gosh. See, I stutter whenever I talk about him because I love him. The other thing about him that I just absolutely adore, and something that I asked for, is to always be playing. We always are playing and laughing and joking, and it heals my inner childhood. I am someone also who had to, well, I didn't have to. I realize now it's because I didn't feel safe enough, but there was never any playing around or any jokes and anything I had ever been in before because I was always used to walking on eggshells. But it's because that man didn't really like me. But hindsight, I see that now. I didn't see it then. But to constantly be playing with someone that you love, I just adore him. He really is my best friend. And so, I just make these videos because as someone who used to really date losers, and to be on the other side of it, there is a life on the other side. I promise you. Nonchalant men don't exist. There is no man in the world who, he's just nonchalant. No, ma'am. He doesn't like you. Go find you somebody that likes you.
Look, fellas, I tell you guys all the time about the cycle of a bird. The cycle in which this woman is in right now, she's in the healing stage. Whenever a woman is healing, she got to find a sucker to power up. And usually it's because she just got done dealing with a player. Like, if you listen to her story, she's saying that she got tired because she felt like the guy that she was with before didn't like her. So she felt like she was putting out the most effort and he wasn't really giving her much in return. And the thing about a guy who's a player, he's just not going to put up with BS. And he's not going to put a bird on a pedestal. So a lot of times when these birds get with these players, their objective is to turn a player into a sucker. And when they can't do that, that's when they gotta go through their healing process. And when they go through their healing process, they gotta find a sucker. Y'all gotta understand this, fellas. It's a mandatory that they find a sucker. Why? Because a sucker is a man that they could use and drain his energy and pretty much have their way with him, because he's going to put them on a pedestal. So the thing about a bird is this: when she finds a sucker, what she's going to say is, he's my best friend. He's so funny. If you ask a bird what she likes about her sucker, she will always say the same thing. It's always going to be, oh, he's like a best friend to me. He's so funny. He's the nicest guy I have ever met. Wow. It's going to be the same script every time. That's why, as a man, you should know your role with a woman. And by the way, this is after a divorce.
Okay, I had to hop on this trend as a divorced woman and to give my divorced girlies hope. Shout out to Hinge, because I met my man on Hinge. And I have to start with the first date. So on the first date, I used to live in San Diego. He lived here in Los Angeles. He drove all the way to LA to take me candle making, because on one of the prompts on Hinge, I said that I love candles. So he took me to make my own candle. The second date, because I love wine, he took me to the winery to spend the entire day at the winery, but so that I could also make my very own bottle of wine. He knows that to win an Emmy is a dream to me. It's a dream that I want to do in my career. So just as a going back to school just because gift, he went and got me an Emmy made. Obviously it's not a real one, but it's a mock-up of an Emmy. It certainly looks real, and engraved it with the sweetest, kindest message about me and who I am as a woman and as a person. He knows that I love toe rings. So he went and made a Pinterest of toe ring ideas for me to design myself if I ever wanted to go into business and sell toe rings. He knows that I so desperately want to go see the Northern Lights. So on iMessage, when you can change the background of your messages, he changed it to something that was very reminiscent of the Northern Lights. And I had said, oh, this is so cute. And his response was, yes, I know. I remember you wanted to go see the Northern Lights. He always makes sure that I have flowers. Always. No rhyme, no reason. In fact, when I graduated with my very first degree as first gen, he sent me, and we had only been on 2 dates by this point, he sent me 50 long stem white roses to my house, which I will insert here. Sometimes in the morning when I wake up and I'm tired and I'm groggy, he will just rub my feet while I get couple extra minutes of sleep. He always makes me homemade matcha because it is my favorite, and he makes the best matcha. So he always makes me matcha before I go to school on mornings where I stay at his house. He always kisses me, holds my face, like kisses me all over, like like Adam's family, like how Gomez does. I can't think of her name right now, but he's always just so happy to see me in the morning. I never touch a door, ever. He doesn't like for me to hold anything. Even like my work tote, he will take it. It's like my purse. He'll take it and carry that because he doesn't want me to do anything. I don't hold anything except for his hand. Oh my gosh. He always takes care of things around my house. He come over with his drill and just do whatever. And I'm like, yeah, drill me next. I could go on and on and on. Like, I had this very important presentation for school. He came over and made sure that my dogs were out of the house so that I could do my Zoom presentation completely uninterrupted. He does every single thing for me, and he always wants to resolve conflict. If I'm upset, we're going to sit down and talk about it because we can work through it. Always his words and not mine. It's so unbelievable, and so something that I never thought that I could have. And these are just very small drops in the bucket of things that he's done for me. His care and consideration, I always say, is not something that can be taught. It is truly in him. And like I said, I could just go on and on and on and on and on. But the moral of the story: life goes on. Life goes on. Do not be afraid to move on. Move on, because there is a man out there who will.
Yo, it's funny, bro, because every time a woman finds a sucker, she sounds just like this. When a woman is with a man that she's not into, she gotta make videos like this to make herself feel good, to cope. And what chicks like her do, they pretty much give other birds hope. It's like, ladies, if you're going through a phase where you need to be healed, you need to power up off of a sucker, look, there's hope out here, okay? Look at me. I found this sucker unhinged. And look at all the things he did for me ever since I met him, even though I don't give two shits about him. Not one time did she speak about what she did for him and how she really feel about him. It's always, he did this for me, he did that for me, he did this for me. Fellas, don't let these women play y'all, bro. Basically, what she's saying that she walked out of a marriage to return back to the streets. Do not think that you're special. She just need you to power up. But when a woman leaves a marriage, brother, she's who she is, man. What that is the streets is calling her name. And I'm pretty sure she just had this divorce, right? So it's gonna take her a while to get back on her feet. So what she need is a sucker who's willing to take her on dates and stroke her ego, put some money in her pocket, give her life, make her feel like that girl again, make her be reminded, like, I'm actually that girl. This sucker right here is praising the ground that I walk on. So now she's powering up, bro. And after a while, she's going to step on that sucker and return back to the streets because what he's doing is inflating her ego. So after a while, she's going to think that, oh, I'm too good for this little sucker right here. I got to step my game up. And that's when they return back to the streets. Fellas, don't be a sucker for love, bro. It don't pay. It really don't.
If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. Y'all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch.